What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session, live CPI trading coming up just 30 minutes later. So we'll be looking at all the instruments. As you can see, the market after GBP, AUD, and NZD news very volatile. So we had quite a few trades early today. Let's look at what next we have in the upcoming session. Before I begin this very important session, make sure you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Any question, let me know using the live chat, and also let me know which one you are trading, and at the same time let us know what do you think, which way CPI news is taking USD, either upside or downside. Which are you bull or bearish on gold and DXY? Let me know in the live chat. I want to also know how you guys are thinking about the news. So let's look at, first of all, looking at gold daily time frame. Now, why am I looking at daily is because gold so far we see that significantly bullish. Now with this daily candle, today the market opened with a gap. You can see there is a gap opening and wickless candle. After the previous daily bullish candle, we saw that the market opened with a gap, and then we have seen initial movement to the upside. Now the question is the market again going up to fill that long wick, or it's coming down for deeper pullback? There are probability to come down. Reason is, like, what I think that it might come down and might go back up again. Reason is there is an imbalance now here. If you look at, you can see that this whole zone is the buying. The sellers didn't come for a deeper pullback. Now you can see there is a long bullish candle, long wick doji, and again another bullish candle. So whole way there's a lot of buyers and has not been checked by sellers. So we see that after today's movement so far to the upside, again the price coming down. And let's see on the lower time frame how it is doing. Now from the 4-hour perspective, we saw that after this previous sessions bearish candle, there is a gap opening and a red candle so far. What I think that, guys, we could see that short-term drop on gold. That could have happened. We might see that gold has dropped for short-term perspective for a deeper pullback. It might break this low here, 20 EMA, or even low. So that might lead gold again coming back to the daily 20 EMA, or testing the high of this doji, or even breaking down further to test this doji. Now if you look at this doji, you can see that this is an imbalance in the market, and majority of the time if you see the imbalance in the market, you can see that the market will come down here, will feel that imbalance, and then you could see that the market again going up. So there is a probability for me is to come down, because from the daily you can see the market already overextended to the upside, and it has penetrated this support level, which is turning resistance here, and there is a probability now for deeper pullback. Okay, so from the 1 hour we see that gold is consolidating here. Now before dropping down, we could see spike as the news is coming, and that is where we will look for entry opportunity, either to the upside or downside. News is very important, as you know that we'll keep watching gold and all the instrument with the news release. If we find an entry, it will be jumping on the trade. Okay guys, let me know in the live chat what's your interpretation on CPI. Let me see. Thanks for being here. And also guys, free Telegram channel link at the top of the chat. So click the link, free Telegram channel, and then join free Telegram channel to stay ahead in the game of trading. Okay, so let's see. Good evening, coach. Good evening to all. Thank you very much. Good evening, John. Good evening, coach. Thank you very much. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much. Good evening, sir. Thank you. What about GBP USD? We will be looking at that. Good afternoon. Good evening, coach. Euro AUD. Did you learn the chart, sir? We will be discussing all of them. Direct, thank you very much. What's imbalance? Very good question. We'll be discussing that too. Can you recommend any course you took? Yeah, absolutely. This is what we are doing here. You can join us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Everything is available for you to learn and grow as a trader. So let me see. Coach, what's your views on US30? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Good evening. Good evening, Kakulan. Thank you very much. So I see that every one of you ready for CPI. Now, what I think that gold, you can see the bulls tried to couple of times, break the high. Every time going up, coming down from this resistance zone. This is smooth resistance here, and from that level, the market is not being able to break the high. So what I think that we might see that drop coming up for short-term perspective. This 1 hour candle is a doji, wouldn't break the high. So from 15 minutes also you saw there's a liquidity gap here. Multiple times the bulls tried to break the high, but they failed to do so. So you could see that gold might break this support level and may come back to this. This is the daily support. I think that gold may drop during the news or before the news. So let's keep eye on that. I'll be looking at very lower time frame for an entry. If we see that gold, what I think that it might create a spike to the upside initially, and then we could see that breaking down, or we might see just a straight breakdown before the news. So we still have 20 minutes to go for 5 minutes candle. May lead gold to drop. Let's see. So let me know, guys, what do you think about CPI? Okay. So I'm trying to figure out which way. I think we might see that downside, because from from the there was a bullish move on gold. This market for me is overextended to the upside. We might see that coming back down to the baseline again, grabbing liquidity, and then we might see again pushing high. Okay, so there is a probability for gold to get down, to break down, and then we might see coming back, moving up again. Okay, so we'll be waiting for an entry. If we find an entry, definitely we'll be jumping on that. Morning, thank you very much. Euro AUD joke, thank you very much. We'll be looking at that. Good afternoon, good evening. Hope you had an amazing day. Yeah, absolutely, I had an amazing day. I hope that you guys also have An amazing day. What's your view on natural gas? Yeah, we'll be looking at the coach. What's fair value gap? We'll be discussing CPI 3.1%. Yeah, that's a good prediction. Thinking there could be manipulation today. Yeah, the manipulation is a part of trading, so there could be, okay, but it's good for us. If there is a manipulation, we know that the market will have a movement, because majority of the movement happens just after the manipulation. This is what I normally wait for the manipulation to happen, and then I can ride the trend or bigger move, because every bigger move comes after a manipulation. We'll discuss the word that manipulation sometimes brings a negative connotation, but it's the way the market moves. That's why I don't use it as a manipulation. It's liquidity grab. The right word is in fact liquidity grab. Liquidity grab means that, for example, when there is a trading, there is always transaction between buyers and sellers on the other side, right? Otherwise the market will not move. And when everyone is trading, it's like a business, right? Everyone wanna win, everyone wanna make money, so the smartest will make. So there is always something happening on the other side, that as a smart trader, if you have in-depth knowledge of how the market moves, you will understand that how the liquidity grab happen, and we'll explain more on this one. And liquidity is a fuel of the market. So if you look at a market, let's say when you see the market make the big move, you see that there's a liquidity grab, and afterwards the market moves, make its bigger move. If I give an example, couple of you see in gold as well. See this, let me tell you the one that we had open a trade here. You remember the one that we did in this live session? We closed it here with 221. You saw how far this price has gone up. Now, why did I call for this trade exactly here? This is where the manipulation, what you can say, or the liquidity grab. Now, what is the liquidity? This is the NFP candle. If you remember, this long candle is the NFP. Now if we draw a support here, go back here, you see this narrow long wick is the manipulation, or you can say it's a liquidity, because below this level there is a huge liquidity, and the more the liquidity, the market will move that bigger move. That's why once you know when the liquidity is triggered, you can find the bigger trade, bigger movement in the market. It becomes much easier for you to predict how the market moves. Okay, so let me look at now on okay. So yeah, the bias gold on bias for me, it's down. There is a very high probability downside movement. Let the CPI coming up, and then we'll be looking at which way we can trade. In the meantime, let me quickly look at, guys, all the instrument. Looking at DXY, not showing very clear direction. Let's look at euro dollar. Now euro dollar, you see there was a red candle, and then it's forming a doji. This candle is closing 43 minutes from now. And what I think that euro dollar, if it closes as a doji, we still can expect again bullish move on this market. This is a very strongly bull market from 4 hour. If I look at the bigger picture monthly, from the monthly perspective, euro dollar is it's a very strongly bullish market. If you look at this support level on the monthly, you can see the price was respecting this support, and from that support what you saw, that euro dollar created a higher low and had a bounce, right? The previous months from that support level, euro dollar has made this bullish move with a long wick at the top. Now this month initially had come down for a pullback, so if it didn't do the pullback, I would say that euro dollar again might come back down. Now there's less probability to come down again. Still there is a probability, anything can happen in trading. I think that euro dollar might now slowly move to the upside to create a new higher high. Now from the weekly, this is what I mentioned in my previous weekly forex forecast as well. You see that this is where I talk about the liquidity. Now with this red candle, we saw the price has crossed this low on this doji, and the next week we saw the price again cross that low and form as a bullish engulfer. Now that's the sign that the market prepared for bigger move. And an impulse correction with liquidity gap, we can expect another impulse. Now for me, euro dollar, highly likely we could see that with this movement at least going to this resistance zone on the weekly. If you look at this channel, this is the channel that euro dollar is moving for longer term perspective. Weekly channel means there is still quite a few big gap here to fill. And looking at the daily, you can see that this is the daily impulse on euro dollar. This bull flag, price has come down, bounce, broken to the upside. Now after the previous daily doji, today so far euro dollar is up. I think that now we might see a bit more pullback. Now the most important part here on the 4-hour. Now if this candle is not closing as a strong doji, if in fact like this, if it is closing as a red doji, there is a probability for euro dollar to come down again, like as we are expecting to come down gold to the downside, euro dollar also move in the same direction. In that case, we might see that euro dollar come down well below this level to grab liquidity, and then we might see that move again. Now I wholeheartedly try to avoid trading against the trend. Okay, this is the key feature that I use. Trading with the trend is very, very important. So euro dollar, what I think that we could see either move from here to the upside based on how this candle closing, we will know that, or we could see that euro dollar coming down again, breaking this swing low, or even breaking this low and then going up based on the CPI data release is crucially important. If we look at the forex factory to see next news coming up, this is the calendar, and today early we had seen AUD, NZD, GBP was very volatile. Now 10:30 p.m. in my zone is CPI, and also had news coming up also today, which is at 12 a.m. right? So CAD is also very, very volatile. Two news coming up on CAD, and tomorrow GBP and so let's look at dollar CAD. Dollar CAD from this now for me, dollar CAD, if you look at the monthly, we can see that the price had a bounce from the monthly resistance, and for me, I think the dollar CAD is still might remain downside. We could see further drop on this market. If we look at the weekly, you can see that from the weekly perspective, so far for breaking the weekly low, dollar CAD is going up for after breaking the weekly low, it's going up, means that anytime we can expect again coming down. Now from the daily, but you see that dollar CAD is, this is the support on the daily, had a bounce, and I think the dollar CAD might come back down again. So from the lower time frame on dollar CAD, from the 4-hour, after breaking the support, the market is going up. I think that this movement on dollar CAD is a pullback. We can expect further drop as it is a long-term downtrend. As the news coming up, we could see the dollar CAD for breaking the high. We can expect further drop. Now this is a liquidity zone on dollar CAD to the support level. Now it is important to see how the market is reacting to this resistance zone. So as dollar and CAD both news coming, we could see the dollar CAD, this movement for me, I think that it's a pullback and it might break this support level from the daily. After breaking this low, it's going up. Let's see if we find an entry. We'll be definitely looking to enter on dollar CAD as well. So looking at dollar yen, I'll be looking at that. Before that, let me see what gold looks bearish. Yeah, gold looks like that. CPI, I think it means Kennedy. Yeah, absolutely. CPI is, good morning, coach. Thank you for the amazing job you are doing for the Forex community. Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. It's really your appreciation is, thanks for appreciating. CPI remains 3.1. maybe we might first see bullish spike. Depends on how the data is coming up. The expected CPI number are bearish for natural gas. Yeah, NASDAQ. Can we get some news-based strategy trades in Usdjpy? Takulan, yeah, absolutely, we do have that. You can find it in your student dashboard. Thanks for dollar CAD. Gilberto, yeah, absolutely. A good day with you, same always. Yeah, absolutely, Mohanat. We do have a good trading day, including gold, Aussie yen. Today we had 2 trades. I want to see more coming up. Okay, let's look at the CPI. Okay, so now it's 3 minutes remaining. All right, now this data is quite significant. Okay, now it's a very good indication of economic growth and especially the inflation as well. So if you read here, you'll see why traders care about it. Consumer price accounts for a majority of the overall inflation. Inflation is important to currency valuation because rising prices lead the central bank to raise interest rates out of respect for their inflation containment mandate. So CPI is a very good indication to understand the inflation. Okay? And inflation is a very good, it's a very important indicator of overall strength of dollar. And with the, because the central bank will decide based on this data how they will change the rate, and that will impact the everything. So that's why we, traders care. This is a very important news event, along with like the NFP is the most important, and then CPI, many other um, news release are very important in terms of um, strength. The whole point here is the economy and how it is like this data, how it is impacting the dollar, how the inflation is predicted, and based on that, the strength of dollar. And so let's see how after the data release, sometime um, you see that the reaction could be very different from the actual data that has been released. So it is important to see and wait. Keep in mind that the one that comes late always winner in trading. So that's why just with the seeing a data release and then jumping on a trade is not a good idea. It's first to see, because a data release can be viewed in a many ways. So initial reaction may not be the final direction of the movement of price, because when the data release, okay, the retail trader first jump on a trade and the market fluctuate. But those the institutional trader, they take some time to analyze everything, and then they place the order in the market. That's why it is always good idea to see how the market is reacting, and then we'll be jumping on a trade. So just a couple of seconds remaining. All right, let me go back to the gold. We see that initial preparation for a spike. All right, so look at the daily here. Okay, so you see that, oh, that's a massive spike to the upside. I told you that they're preparing for spike. So that's a massive spike. See, okay, so you see that movement from the daily price has gone up, broken the resistance. Okay, so why this is so high? So that means the DXY had a downside. Okay, all this data that you see is negative to DXY, and that's why you see that dollar, gold is pushing high. Okay, so if you look at that, actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Now actual is less than forecast, so what you can say, the bad for currency, all of them, three of them. Okay, forecast was 0.3%, actual 0.2, 3.1, so three of them. Okay, so now let's see how it is impacting the overall. Now we saw a spike on gold, definitely DXY is down. What about the dollar CAD? Dollar CAD also had a breakdown. As I mentioned earlier, that highly likely you could see the market coming down. So dollar CAD also highly likely you could see this support is broken. Now GBPUSD, okay, GBPUSD had a bounce. Euro dollar also had a bounce as expected, which lead the gold to the upside. Right, so that means that this is the 4-hour candle, which is in fact strong spike to the upside. Now from 1 hour we see the same thing. Now let's look at the point of entry for potential trading. I think that as long-term trend is up now, we see that bullish move. Let's wait for an entry to the side once you'll find it. We see that movement. We see all of them. AUD USD. So what about the JPY pairs are doing? Do you see that NZD JPY with the weakness on dollar yen coming down? Dollar CAD has in fact significant rejection from the top. I think dollar CAD now might come back down to the support level. The AUD USD. Let me see all the pairs, guys, how to do. Just quickly look at all of them to see how they reacted to the news. With the weakness on DXY, we see that weakness on JPY as well. There must be euro got stronger. Euro NZD. Got NZD and Euro AUD. Yeah. GBP got weaker against weakness in CAD as well. NZD JPY. Okay, so NZD USD, you can see basically dollar got weaker. NZD USD has crossed all this low. This is a liquidity candle. Very high probability that we could see NZD USD also trending to the upside from this weekly level. We saw that it's broken from the monthly potential bullish move. NZD USD also prepared for bullish price action. Dollar CAD is coming down. Support is broken. USD CNHs also have changed its trend. This one also was in a very long-term uptrend. I think there could be significant drop on this instrument as well. High probability for coming back to this monthly support level. Okay, USD CNHs don't have a bigger swap. It's a very good pair, sometimes give very good trading opportunity. So dollar got notoriously weaker. Oil is up. NASDAQ and US30 both had a massive break to the upside. All of them bullish. Gold has gone moving up and up. We need to find an entry. Not a good idea to jump on a trade just in the middle. If you find an entry, we'll be looking to have. Okay, so let's see. There is a GBP CAD. There's very high probability for this movement on GBP CAD. This is also a long-term bull market. The strengthening on gold, we saw that all the AUD pairs getting stronger. Looking at to see and find an entry. So euro dollar is looking very strongly bullish along with gold. Now let's find out where we can find an entry. Now this move is a massive. We need to wait for an entry with the pullback. Okay, let me know in the live chat what's your reaction to the news release. Thank you very much. I see gold for entry on some high coach. Thank you. Dollar CAD for me, I think with the strengthening on weakness on DXY, dollar CAD highly likely could continue to drop. Sound is low. Thank you very much. Hope that you can hear me now. How do you understand what ratio of CPI means? Okay, step category. So basically how we need to know on the news release, I hope that you understand, but let me explain again. It's basically the forecast. Okay, what you need to look at is the forecast. So forecast means, for example, why does forecast and actual is the main comparison? You know why? Because let me tell you, this forecast is made a couple of months ago, right? It's a 3 months ago. Quarterly forecast is made, right? That CPI is going to be 0.3, or a month ago there is a forecast. So from after release of this data, there is a forecast. Now when there is a forecast, then everything is determined based on that forecast. What does it mean? It means that the rates and everything, the economic strength, inflation, everything is going based on this forecast because there is no data. And now if the actual data release less than forecast, right? So this actual data release is not the future information, is the past. So try to understand why this is important. Is because that means that, let's say in past month, the economic activities was considered to be 0.3%, right? CPI is 0.3%. But after calculating the data, there is a gap. If I give you a very, very easy understanding, imagine that a month ago, you calculated that your salary is going to be this month's 10,000, for example, whatever currency. Now, because you calculated 10,000, all your expenses is set based on 10,000, right? Let's say you budget your house rent, electricity, entertainment, food, everything based on $10,000. At the end of the month, you got $3,000, for example. Now, what happened is that because your budget was based on 10,000, which was a forecast, now actually you got 3,000, then what you're gonna do? You cut your budget, right? You reduce your entertainment, your food cost, everything you will cut. And once you cut that budget, everything is getting impacted. Similarly, when you see the forecast, now actual data, what that 0.2 mean, 0.2% mean, even we don't need to know that. What we need to know is that what was the forecast and what's the actual release. When there is a gap, there is an imbalance, and because of that reason, there the economy, the price react. And with that reaction, that we normally see how the market moves. Now it could be completely different. For example, you saw the spike and tomorrow you might see the reversal again. That's why, you know based on data only trading is not a wise idea. Always we need to look at the data, and also we need to look at the price action. Combining together, we'll understand market moves. Okay, so with that said, gold, you can see that gold is had a significant bounce that level. Let it settle down. When the water is a bit, say, water is not transparent, the wise idea is to wait, let the water settle down, then you can see everything clearly. Everything is like that, right? So when the market is very very chaotic, it's always a good idea to wait for the market to settle down, and then we can look at, should I hold? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, waiting for to finish the sell. Thank you very much. You look at how to trade. Well, trading news is a completely different strategy. All right, so let me see. So with that said, let's look at, again, review all of them. Let me see the GBP USD and euro dollar. So euro looks strongly bullish, as I mentioned earlier, that this price action on euro dollar is very strongly bullish. Now this candle close will determine, this is a bullish candle crossing all this high. Once it is closed, we could see a retest of this level and then continuation to the upside, very highly likely. Okay, wait for the candle close. Now from the 4 hour on gold, all right, let's wait for the entry. And in the meantime, okay, so this is the impulse now on gold. It's a vertical move, right? So far there has been significant movement. it is very important to see either the price is dropping down from here or going up again or coming down. See, let's say if we see that this is a reversal here, then we can look for short-term selling. Let me see how the price is reacting. Okay, as soon as we'll find an entry, we'll jump on a trade. And in the meantime, guys, if you are looking for a regulated broker, our recommended broker is EverTrade. They are regulated by SIC FCA, globally regulated broker. We always recommend you to trade with a regulated broker so that your capital in a safe hand. So there is a link in the description for EverTrade. You can use the link, and also I'm giving a link in the live chat. You can click the link and then register for free. Start trading with a regulated broker. For those who already registered, I'll recommend you to start trading even with a smaller account. So you can use that link, click the link and then register for free to be part of a regulated broker. There are no commission broker and your capital will be always in the safe hand. So let me see gold. Might be a liquidity gap or minutes, there's candle close. Okay, so I think there is a probability to reverse here. That's a fake move, really, what I was discussing. looking at dollar CAD. Okay, so now this, after this candle close on the 5 minutes, the next one will really determine is it a fake move or real move. So looks to me that puzzle you all the time. Okay. Very need to be very careful how the price moves. When the dollar CAD. Okay, so there is a probability. We look at the daily on gold. I think it will be going short on gold. Stop loss above this high. The trend trade, but there is a probability for gold back to this liquidity zone 2 to 1 reward to risk. And keep in mind, it's just for educational. All right, so later This is the sixth trade. Right, so I'm a bit late, but I'm on it. Pardon me, guys. So I think that gold has made this move for the liquidity gap. We could see the gold again coming back to the support level. That's what I believe. I could be wrong. After closing of this candle, if it drops, I'm going in profit zone. We see that gold has broken that level to the downside. We immediately closing some profit and then move the stop loss above this doji. Now the way we see the candle is still the sellers a little bit of stronger here. The way the price actions form vertically, see there is a probability for drop which is happening. Keep in mind, guys, everything is educational. As you can see, this is the sixth trade since this week on gold alone, and six of the six, five so far winner. This is the sixth trade. Let's see how it goes. Now if you want to know how I'm trading gold and also learn the strategy, specific rule based strategy, so that you can trade by yourself, also you can join us. There is a link in the description area. Okay, you can visit the website, click the link and then visit the website, join us to be part of this trading community. Also there is a free Telegram channel link at the top of the chat. Click the free Telegram channel link. Stay connected with Forex Trading Wizard Academy by joining the free Telegram channel link. So if you want to know more about those strategy that I'm using, visit the website. This is the website, and the link of the website, the first link of below this video. Click the link, and once you go to the website, click join now button, then you will be able to join to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy for the rest of your life. So gold dropping as expected. I'm running in profit. Okay, so once we will see that drop happen, I'll take 50% and then immediately I'll bring my stop loss at entry. And also I have sent the same trade to VIPs as well who are trading with us. I want to see that this market coming down. TP on this. Now from the 15 minutes perspective, see this is a bull market, but I want to see that it's coming down. And okay, so let it first drop. I think this move for me, let's see how it does. Okay. Trading is a game of probability. Anything can happen. You know, come down, I'm in profit. Let it first come down past this point, and then we can move the stop loss at entry, taking some part of profit. Unless, you know, if it is again breaking to the upside, then we might need to change it. Let's see. I'll see that down. All right, so even if it wants to go up, we can expect for the price to come down to test this level here, and if it drops back to this level to test 1936 level, should be able to take some profit. All right, guys, I hope that you are enjoying the trade. Let me know in the live chat. And also if you are looking for regulated broker, our recommended broker is EverTrade, link in the description. You can always trade with a regulated broker. They are very regulated and tight commission. your capital will be in the safe hand. You can give it about trade link in the live chat. You can click the link, register for free, start trading with a regulated broker. Use the partner code Wizard for 20% bonus in your account. So you can use that code Wizard. So we see that there is a doji, double dojis is being formed on the 5 minutes. So we'll discuss why I did a open sell on gold. Let's let it back down. Okay, so that one, now we can expect it to pass this point below. All right, so I'm in profit now. See that down. It's very crucial to see that breaking towards the downside. Okay, depending on how the price action is forming here is very important. Gonna see it's trending like that to this level. If it isn't, then that you guys can hear me without lagging time. No, let me see. With this 1 hour candle close, let's see if it is okay. So they form a long wick at the top on the 1 hour, and that could lead the price to move up. Let's see if it is that way. Then we are on at entry. If we are not, it is not going, we'll be closing out. Okay guys, so okay, I'm closing gold trade with the current situation. Might not go in the direction, so we'll enter again. I'm closing gold trade, guys. May not go in the direction, so we'll be looking at again. I've closed out gold. Okay, I've closed. It's in my entry, near my entry. It might be a little bit up and down, but I have closed because the candle closed on the 1 hour with a long wick at the top. It might go up. Feel that the way I have expected, it didn't work out that way. So you closed at entry. Let me see if it grabbing liquidity again. We might be able to even go to the upside. Let me see how it is forming. Let me know in the live chat you are safe with the trade, and let me see. So there's a candle close on GBP. GBP looks very stronger. I'm just looking at all of them. Candle close to see. NZD CAD strongly bullish. As soon as the candle close in the 5 minutes, there is a massive movement. Usdjpy might be reversing a very important level. Okay, so there it's forming again bullish. Right. We'll be entering again if we once we will find that. The mic volume is okay. I think it's because guys far a bit. Volume low. Maybe I'm speaking a bit low. Okay, so you see that gold again forming that structure. Okay, so this is the 15 minutes candle. Still directional bias is not clear. I hope that everyone exit the gold trade. Let me know, guys. We'll be entering again as soon as you will find an entry. To NZD running was that bottom of the new. We'll be looking at that. Gold is very good. Thank you. The volume low today. No, volume is fine. Can you guys hear me? Maybe I was talking a bit slow. Thank you very much. Your voice okay. NASDAQ pending order. Thank you very much. Dollar CAD. Okay. Thank you very much. Awesome. Maybe I was a bit low. My vocal. I was because I was focusing on the chart. Okay, so let's see. Okay, from the 1 hour till it's a possibility for upside. So you closed out the trade. Thank you very much. if it grabs liquidity from the support strongly, very good, thank you. So from 15 minutes there is a candle close. The 5 minutes, okay, so I'm just waiting for a liquidity candle. This 1 hour candle has a long wick at the top, and that is going to fill that long. But before that, what I wanted to see, a candle passing the previous one and then closing above with strong liquidity grab. Let me see in the meantime. Dollar CAD back to back. Quite a few pullback. I think dollar CAD now highly likely it's a long-term downtrend. We can expect dollar CAD to break to side. The dollar is getting weaker and weaker. DXY had a strong breakdown. So looking at CAD pairs, let me see. Eurojpy. I think JPY slowly might reverse. See, Euro dollar with the weakness on DXY. Euro dollar had a strong breakout, including the GBP USD, including the NZD CAD. NZD got stronger, including the NZDJPY. The dollar CAD has a drop, so dollar getting weaker and weaker. That is that gold again moving up. Thank you. Gold seems to be finding support. Yep, I'm entering. Thank you very much. Pardon me, guys. Okay, so yeah, euro dollar is going up because of like the UD USD in the similar way. Means this trade is a bullish trade. So need an entry point. The bias is to the upside, so you need to look for the entry point. Okay, let's keep patience for the entry. Now there are, you know, when you know the directional bias, next thing is to entry. So we tried to take this one here on the retest, but it didn't come down. Now this one is a bullish candle. The probability, no, I'm not selling gold at the moment because looks very bullish. Might blow out. This was a very good candle for um potential buy opportunity here, but once it will come down here, any kind of liquidity gap we can enter. Yeah, I think yeah, it's gonna highly likely it will hit 1950 level. Already it hit with this one 1950. So, and then it has come down for a pullback. Now what I'm expecting is an unusual move to the 20 EM at least. That will give us an opportunity to enter again. With that, it come back down again. No, not a good idea. I will not be putting any sell limit at the moment, because when the market moves like that, we don't know how far it's gonna go. But what I'm expecting is for price. Okay, so let's see. In the meantime, let me see happening with NASDAQ and US30. This is what NASDAQ and US30 is broken to the upside. Also the US oil highly bullish. NZDJPY most likely reversed here. NZD got stronger suddenly with the news, and that has led most instrument to be, so JPY a little bit of weaker after a long time. Now finding an entry is in fact important, so let's keep that on. And now 1 hour candle close on gold with a long wick at the top. That is has gone. Sometime need to make a very quick decision. By even we know that the market is going up, took some time, takes time, a little bit time. So Euro CHF the 1 hour also has formed bearish candle here. Okay, so this is probability for downside. NZD got very stronger suddenly after the news release. I'm just looking at all of them to see. One thing I really not understanding is that WTI is getting stronger, but CAD is getting weaker because of also the news coming up. Okay, I think that the weakness on CAD could be a fake move, because you look at this one here on Forex Factory. At the Forex Factory calendar. Now 12 a.m. in my zone. 30 minutes later, CAD news is coming, but WTI is getting very stronger. So for me, I think that this weakness in CAD could be just fake move, because normally CAD is highly related to US oil, right? Now WTI is getting stronger, so CAD is getting weaker. It's very unusual, sometimes it happens. So because of that, what I think that anytime we could see again a strengthening on CAD. You see dollar getting weaker, but dollar CAD is not moving much. But I think that anytime we could see the market, the dollar CAD has broken down, you could see that continuation towards the downside. And gold has broken up, it's crossed the 1951. Leaving us alone, but still might go up and hitting this all this resistance level to the upside. This 15 minutes candle is a bullish candle. So 27 minutes later, we see a candle close coming. Now this move, the way it is moving, okay, it goes up with this full speed up with a full body green, there is a chance of immediate rejection even. Why? Okay, so let me see what others are doing. DXY dropping, AUD CAD. So gold jumped. Euro CAD. Just looking at all of them. So So finally what we have seen, that DXY got very weaker, right? And gold got stronger. Now to find suitable entry, it is important to look at, so from lower time frame on gold, it was an, we are on a sell trade this time, but this is a entry candle for this move. Let's see if we find another entry, we'll be looking at that. Now patience is the key, guys. Keep patience. Okay, thank you very much. Eurusd, can we talk? Yeah, 1954 strong resistance in our market open zone. Yeah, I agree with 1954. It was a brave decision to close gold sell order. Congress, on buy. Yeah, this is, so this is what trading is like that. Okay, if I'm not right, immediately I close it. This is what I mentioned, you guys, that this is what I do when I open a position. I look at it constantly, A to Z, every moment. I don't, because my trade is not only me, also trading hundreds of students with my trade. That's why if I'm not on live, I also look at, like you see, that constantly look at the trade to give an update. That's why we have quite a few trades so far in Forex Trading Wizard Academy since this week as well, every week. And if you find it difficult to look at the chart, also I will recommend you to join, because all the trades that I open, you can see all the gold trades and all the instrument. Whenever I opened, I share with entry, stop loss, say take profit target with every detail. So starting up today, you can see that so Aussie yen trade, we open with close with couple of pips profit early today, and then we had open gold trade, also we closed with couple of pips profit. The next one, the gold, the one just we closed with almost nearly at entry. Now that this move is now aggressively bullish. Now along the way, sometimes hard to find an entry in that move. We need to see that the price has given you, or especially the liquidity, and I need to see the TF strategy has been satisfied, then only I open position along the direction of the trend, because trading with the trend is always the best decision. Here, the one that we have entered, the way it has moved, I was expecting it to come back to this neckline to retest, either to drop further or move up. The momentum is very strong, so we saw that the market started to move from here. Okay, so now as of CAD news coming, we might see gold giving us any kind of opportunity. Let me see. So with that strengthening on gold, we see that AUD getting stronger, Aussie yen, AUD and C, all the UD pairs getting volatile. Dollar CAD finally has broken the support level. Mention dollar CAD. If you look at here, there is a sell. This is our TF strategy, perfect example of TF strategy. And we saw from that zone, dollar CAD has dropped. Now if you are our lifetime member, you will be able to access this tool. This is my TF strategy indicator. If you are not, also I will invite you to join us. There is a link in the description of this video. So you can visit this website. This is our academy website where you can find click join now button or click here to join, and you'll be able to join us to access all the trades that I am trading, all the strategy that I am using, and also all the trading tools that I am trading. And also you'll be part of a VIP chat group where you will have an interaction opportunity to interact with all the traders trading with Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I would recommend you consider joining. You want to speed up your learning and growing as a trader. So let's see that move. So continuous move. So you see, in fact, DXY is dropping, and there was a gap opening on the daily, clean gap and massive. So this drop might DXY, you see that it is breaking the monthly support and the weekly support, and DXY coming to a no man's land. It will drop, and then later we might see that because it grabbed liquidity multiple times, we could see that support is broken here. So because DXY is dropping down, gold also moving up. So majority of the pairs now started to reverse. All right, so with that, now keep in mind that if you look at gold in the past, you see that this kind of unusual move sometimes causes reversal. So based on how this candle will close, we'll know exactly the gold is reversing from there. Okay, I quickly look at all of them again. The strengthening on gold, AUD gets very stronger. The dollar CAD has completely broken the support level. Very highly like to see this market coming down to this smart money area. As I mentioned, the WTI is bullish, so we could see that CAD keep getting stronger. Nasdaq and US30 also we see that bullish. Now gold in a very crucial zone that we can't enter until we see that the liquidity. Okay guys, More ppn is coming for what for that. Okay, so we'll be looking, yeah, definitely we'll be covering that too. The lock head is experiencing a strong support around, yeah, look, if dollar, not only dollar head, so if we see that EXY reversed, then we could see dollar CAD also reversed from here. Not at the moment. Okay, so see the dollar CAD what time frame has massive breakdown. Okay, so this is the daily chart on gold. You can see that with this daily chart there's a gap opening and that's a massive movement to the upside. I think you see this doji on the daily. Okay, highly likely it will at least travel that half of this daily doji. Okay, on the weekly. Approaching a monthly resistance zone. Okay, so 15 minutes there is a doji. Okay, you guys patient, very important patience in them from 1930 wish. Okay, Selim Shikdar, very good. So you got a big move, got a big move. 1930. So there is a probability, you know, I would keep holding until this candle close, because if this candle closing as a full body green candle up to here, for example, without any pullback, chances that the next one might come back down again. Dollar CAD has broken the support. As CAD coming news, we might see that CAD getting stronger and stronger. It might lead the dollar CAD to drop. It might trend well below. If you look at the dollar CAD weekly, we can see that this market has created this mob correction. We can expect another impulse on dollar CAD. So okay, time frame. Thanks for that. Hi coach, do you think taking break after um look taking break after, yeah, it depends on how you want to um you know, I don't think that, in fact, if you do the proper risk management, it's very important that always, you do proper risk management when you are trading. In the beginning sometimes it happens, but I would recommend that always do the risk management, because being a profitable trader is 80% will depend on your risk management. If you don't know the risk management, if you don't do the risk management, then it is almost impossible, I would say, that to be profitable without doing proper risk management. So it is an essential part of being profitable trader that do proper risk management. There's no alternative to it. What is the risk management? How many of you do the risk management? Can you let me know? Money comes from the risk management, from trade management. Okay, so okay, let me see that gold is not, it's a very strongly bullish now. Where, let me see, I think it's gonna get to 19, across the 1962 level. So that's gonna move up. Currently struggling now, impatient, indisciplined, unfocused. Um, yes, you'll make it happen. Okay, gold 1966. Thank you very much. Um, all I know is that you will certainly have a great opportunity to short gold. The gold, when the market trends, the best way is to look for to trade with the direction of the trend. Now the gold market is really overextended. If you look at the daily with this weekless candle, it made a significant move. Okay, now at this point, if you look at the 8-year perspective, the market is in fact highly overextended. Now from that zone, there is a probability to reverse, but until we see that reversal pattern, I think that idea, wait for that reversal pattern to form before shorting. But at the moment we see that it's a bull market. Another 1 hour candle is closing. It's also 4-hour candle close. Now CAD news is coming. Let's look at dollar CAD as well. Now CAD news might change the momentum. If you look at dollar CAD, we see that this is a very strongly bull market, very strongly bearish market. Now dollar CAD, we can see that with this strong impulse, correction impulse, so the price is creating series of lower high and lower low. Now below this support level, dollar CAD, with that support already has broken on the daily as well. We see that break. Let me see how the news is impacting all those CAD pair. DXY is continuing to drop. That is leading gold to push high. Natural gas, okay, USD. So natural gas, if we look at, this is the daily. I will be looking at monthly first of all. So far monthly bearish from the weekly. This weekly move, so far we have seen back-to-back 2 weeks of drop. This week initial movement to the upside. Now looking at the daily, I think that natural gas might stay down, stay bearish. Now from the 4-hour, we can see that USD respecting this resistance. I think this market, this 4-hour time frame, might form head and shoulder here and then could remain bearish. This is you can see the market is respecting this resistance line, and it could come back down to the support level again, and then we might see going up. So this is a downtrending market, okay, on XNGUSD. Now this current candle is closing on the 4-hour as a middleman. The closing of this, we could see pullback. I think that we could see it is still remaining bearish. Okay, it's a bearish market. Natural gas, okay, WTI bullish and natural gas bearish. Now from the going back to the gold and dollar CAD, with the news coming up, we saw that dollar CAD is significantly down. In all of them, dollar pairs are very good now for bullish. Okay, so let me see the news. Okay, so it's just 10 seconds. Overnight rate is very important. Let me see. The forecast was 5%. In the release also, yeah, that's exactly, there is no change that could lead. Okay, so dollar, CAD got stronger as forecast, and same as I mentioned, it made dollar CAD drop. So we saw that candle closed. Okay, so gold, after closing of this candle, there is a, see how doing, we might see that gold, I think we might see now side. Let me see what happened with dollar CAD. CAD got very stronger. There is a massive meltdown on dollar CAD. We see let's find out now this vertical candle on gold price might, let me see. Okay, so you could see that now down on gold. I'm gonna sell gold now from this level. Stop loss above this high. TP target, will be taking P21 on this. I think gold might come back down again to the support level. Stop loss above this, all this high. Okay, and this trade I will be even running after the live session. If it doesn't hit the TP or not going anywhere, I think gold might reverse from this level for at least certain period of time, and I'll target 3 to 1 from that entry point. So to be adjusting for that, and market is overextended, very tight stop loss. In case the trade didn't work out, I will be completely fine. Now gold, if you look at the 4-hour candle, this 4-hour candle is a very massive move to the upside, and highly likely we could see a retest of this level to the downside here. And with this movement, this again is the trend trade, but let's see, very tight entry. Okay, once you'll see the market has gone up to the TP target, we can take some profit. Now because it's a very high movement on the daily as well, I think we could see now pullback. Okay, that pullback will be taking TP. Now with this goes up very tight, take us out of, but I'm expecting it to have a downside, as the market has. Now this movement on gold is very unusual, very strong bullish move. If it wants to go up further, and keep in mind guys, everything keep as educational as possible. Everything here I'm showing on my own experience, and I recommend you to open any trade in a demo account for learning purpose. Let's see, I want to see that it's coming down, breaking this swing low, coming to this 20 EMA, and then we can look for so this is a right, see, with the, this is a very strong bullish move. And with this move, very high probability that because the gold has triggered a liquidity zone, you can expect deeper pullback. Reason for the trade now, 15 minutes. Come on. So now there is a consolidation. Okay, so 1 hour. Is it planning for further? I want to trade with this momentum. So trade is still on. Let's say if it still below this resistance, because the 4 hour candle closed with this long week, very long candle, we can expect pullback, but why it's not down. Let's see how it is closing. I'll keep going on with that. This one is closing as a doji. Gonna go see. Very good. You can see that's awesome. Yeah. Risk reward ratio 3 to 1. This is the main thing in trading, that having a bigger profit is smaller smaller So okay, so still, if this candle closing as a doji, might not, might move up. Yeah, it might go up. Let's see. It still hold, otherwise we will be out. We expected that from 4 hour after the candle close to come down, because majority of the time when you see this strong bullish candle in such a big momentum, in most of the time the price come back down as this level. Why market moves? We see this one 15 minutes candle close as a doji, which is bullish. Now I'm still on a trade. Made that reversal, that probability reverse. There's a slim chance still for the reversal. Let's keep that on. Because of the, the market has, if you look at the daily, from 8-year perspective, the market in a very high liquidity zone, and after this kind of movement, there is a probability for deeper pullback. And with that, you see, this is the price on a daily in a zone where there is a daily doji, the liquidity zone, and we can expect a downside. Now it's still on. Might not hold. If this level resistance cannot be broken, that could lead the price to down. Probability, let's see how this 5 minutes candle is closing, which is also from 15 minutes. There is a probability price to come down to test this long wick. Five minutes, they're expecting to, because the candle close on the 4 hour, there is a from 8-year perspective, in a single day there has been unusual move. With that move, buyers still deep. So we are on trade is still yet. Wanna see that it's coming down, guys. Wanna see that it's coming to the profit zone. Okay, so this candle, that 5 minutes, is bearish candle. So let's see if it is manifesting in that way, because the deceleration candle, if it come back down to the zone, that could lead us to the zone. Now here is the crucial point. Momentum is stronger than. Okay, so that this one is closing as a doji or as a bearish candle. Okay, so if the price fail to break the high here, and expect a rejection in there. We will be looking at a couple of more candles to see. Okay, so from this, you want to see that this structure is broken. Keep up, guys. This 5 minutes candle is crucial to see breaking down and closing as a bearish candle, as a doji or bearish candle. So far potential movement towards the downside. Guys, so still we are on. I'm also on Now this 5 minutes candle is crucial to see that it's closing as a narrower candle. If it isn't a strong bull candle, the bulls might get lose momentum and we could see the sell-off that could lead this price to come down or entry. The bulls still not showing very strong momentum. There is a sell of possibility. Okay, what's happening? All right, so the first trade that we have opened, we close at entry. This one I want to see that coming to the profit zone, and once it is in a profit zone, we can look for some profit taking. So there is a probability now for downside, guys. Let's keep that on. It's a mini head and shoulder here. That mini head and shoulder could lead the price come down, right? So you have 3 to 1 at least. If we see that 1 to 1 down, like at least 1 to 1 take profit, profit zone, we can secure some profit, right? So I'm nearly area. Okay guys, hopefully that you are enjoying. If you are new to the channel today, give a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Every day, every week I post a lot of content to help trader. If you are subscribed, everything will be in your homepage. So I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds so everyone have time to give a big thumbs up, and also press that subscribe button, press that bell button. Thank you for your support to the channel, much appreciated. Now if you are looking for regulated broker, you can use Trade. They are our recommended broker. They are regulated by SIC and FCA, and there is a link in the description for Trade. Also I'm giving a link in the live chat, and you can click the link, register for free, start trading with a regulated broker. If you are trading with a regulated broker, your capital will be always in the safe hand. Thank you very much for your support as well. And also join the free telegram channel link also at the top of the chat. You can click and then stay connected by joining free telegram channel. Also I can give a link in the live chat as well for free telegram channel. So t.me FX trading wizard, this is the free telegram channel handle. This is the free telegram channel handle, t.me FX trading wizard. So what do we see that gold? I think we should be able to see now some downside as it form a mini shoulder. At least you can expect it to come back down to this liquidity zone. And from 15 minutes, what we see that there is the 1 minute remaining for this candle, and I want to see that one further. Thank you very much, and for your support to the channel, it's really appreciated. Okay, so from there is a if you look at the 4 hour, the reason I have opened this because after massive move in one direction with such a massive candle, there is a retest needed, and we can expect now when pullback. So you see that I'm almost nearly my entry. It is showing here my entry is a bit up. I think you guys also same entry. So my entry, I'm on almost nearly entering the profit zone. So my entry on 1954.01, so which is excluding the spread, I'm almost nearly in the profit zone. And so from 15 minutes, so you saw that red candle. Now it is important to see that the market in fact is respecting this candle and coming down further. The bull market, it will take a little bit of up and down, but the way the price action is forming so there is a probability for that movement to happen. All right guys, so keep a little more. And that's so what I think that the price action is still down. It might try to have a bounce from this 20 EMA, but before it's coming to the 20 EMA, we'll take some profit. Okay, so there is a probability. You can see the bulls are still not strong, so there is a chance of downside. It's retesting this support. Now it is crucially important to see that the market is still still breaking towards the side. After this structure retest, breaks to the upside, then it might come. So this for 5 minutes candle is very important to see that it's closing as a weaker bullish candle or as a doji. Then the next one we can expect to break to the downside. That means the buyers are not strong enough. So this is what we can expect. Okay, so we see that bearish price action trying to come up now. This is crucial. We are almost near entry. The price has tested our entry and then trying to push up. Let's see. Now, yeah, this current candle is crucial. I think that this is the 5 minutes candle, right? I think we should be able to see that drop. Please to test this 20 EMA and breaking the low. Okay, so the price is in my entry. You guys are running, is it in your entry, or you let me know where you are in relation to the price currently if you are running the trade. Okay, so see that it moves. This is the point. Okay, now bull market. Almost came to the entry, again pushing high. The one way is this movement needed. Okay, so I still think that the price will come back down again. But I think there is a liquidity gap. Now from 15 minutes is almost reached that resistance level. Okay, so wait, it's heading. Now the 12-second this candle is closing. Let me see how we could see again, but I think that I still think the price might come back down again as of this level. No, dollar dollar is performing, reflecting on gold. All right, let me know. Open sell 1954. Yeah. GP is well below, but if it breaks to this level, we saw that it has come to our entry and again has gone up. If gold, you know, looks like that, just grab again has gone up. If it managed to break this low, will take some part of the profit. Now still probability for downside, because as the candle close, the higher time frame, there is a probability for deeper drop. Okay, so there is a 15 minutes candle is closing, and with that 15 minutes candle, look at the 5 minutes. Okay, so this 5 minutes candle also, if it is going to be dodgy or a red candle, there is a still probability for further break, as this resistance is crucial because this is where the big candle closed. Now if it managed to drop back again, that could lead the price to come down to break this. So still on, I'm still on the trade. Yeah, I'm in trade. Yeah, I'm still on the trade, and let me see if this one is closing as a dodgy. It's 5 minutes candle. Looks like that. Okay guys, make sure you join the free Telegram channel. If we need to run the trade after the live, I will keep still running. It's a very tight trade, anything can happen. Couple of things you can do: join the free Telegram channel guys, and also if you want to um, know more about all the strategy that I use and also trade with me in a private Telegram channel, also you can join I do share all my trade with entry, stop loss, and take profit. This is how we share all the trades that we have opened early today. Aussie yen, gold. I do explain all the reason for the trade. You are our lifetime member, you will be able to access all of them, and also in any other ways you can access them. Visit the website and then join us to be part of the trading community. So you see there is a narrow gap opening, so that's a probability for bullish move to the upside. So let me see, still on. Okay, still on. Wanna see that very strong breakdown that could lead from the 15 minutes. We can see a candle close, the bullish candle. Still there is a probability for the price to come down. If you look at the big, higher time frame candle close is still it's in a very important zone. Okay, so very, very tight. So this it is giving something in it. Okay, so there is but could be that's a very, very crucial tight, and might not be down in. I'm out of the trade, gone. So I'm out of the trade for today. So you'll be looking at further movement later. Okay guys, so let's keep watching for more trades. I think that this might be going up further. Okay, the momentum is very high, and let's see what happened next. Let me know, guys. Okay, so this is a very, very high moment. I don't this much more has happened. Okay, so thank you, Major Rahman. I really appreciate your um, appreciation. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so I think the way we see it's gonna it's a very high momentum, and we'll look for again another entry. Okay, so due to the time limit, I'm going to end the session, guys. I want to see you again tomorrow, twice again, and make sure you check out all the website, all the link in the description area. Stay connected with the free Telegram channel. Now see you again in the next live. Until then, stay well, stay happy.